Thank you for joining me for Tuesdays with Suzanne. And wherever you are in the world, and whatever day of the week is that you're watching this, I hope that this particular Tuesday morning with Suzanne is helpful for you. I entitled it When Emotions Run High. I entitled it that way for two different reasons. For number one, because all of us have emotions. And right now in the culture, emotions are running very high politically between people that feel like they should be vaccinated and everyone should be vaccinated and people that vehemently believe they don't need to be vaccinated and they're not doing anyone any harm. And battle lines have been drawn, and there's a lot of emotion in the battle lines that have been drawn. Then, number two, let's take it all the way down to a personal level. What about the circumstances in which you and a good friend, you and your partner, you and your sibling or your child get into a kerfuffle about a misunderstanding of some kind? And perhaps you take offense and feel charged, or the other person takes offense and feel charged. Whatever happens, it always has a charge inside our body to feel as though who we know and love doesn't really hear us or take in what we're trying to say. And that sense of harm, that sense of being hurt in some way, is something that we need to know how to calm, how to cool it off, how to help it come to the oasis of who you are and your centered self in a deeper way. Okay? So let's talk about that for a moment. I'd love for you to think right now about a circumstance in which it can be something that just happened, it can be something that happens over and over to you in certain circumstances. Oh my God, here we go again. But I want you to think when the circumstance comes up and the story comes up, close your eyes and notice where you feel it in your body. Where's the charge? Where's the charge? Is it in your gut? Is there a clenching there? Is there a feeling of weight on your heart? Do you feel empty? Do you feel like you're ready to explode? What do you feel? What do you notice internally? And also, let that part know you're going to be back in a moment. I'd like to ask you to notice what it is you're believing about yourself. What's this story telling you about yourself that may or may not be true any longer? It might have been true at one point in your life. It might still be true, or it may not be. So for instance, a belief that I could have is that the other person that I'm discussing something with is the enemy, Now whenever that occurs, there's a separation. When you see the other person as the other, there's a separation, and often there's a sense of there is no way to heal this. There is no way to heal this. Yes. So let's just take a moment now. Rest inside. Your eyes are closed. Whatever that limiting belief is, whatever thought's coming up, allow yourself to say to yourself, I wonder if that's not true. You've probably got a lot of history that says, yes, it is true. Oh, there was this time and this time and this time. But for right now, in this moment, rest into, is that belief really true? Really true? Right now, in this moment? Yeah. And notice how it begins to feel inside yourself when there is a crack in the foundation of you holding so strongly this charged feeling. I'm being wronged. I'm in danger. I'm scared. All of those things. Allow yourself to hold it, to feel it, and then to offer yourself the possibility that it may not actually be true or only partially true in this moment. And what does that feel like in your body? Yeah. And take a moment now and feel your bones, like your backbone, resting on whatever is supporting you right now. Your sitting bones, the bones of your legs traveling down to your feet. Good. Good. Feeling your feet, soles of your feet, resting on the floor. Yeah. Feeling the soles of your feet. Making that connection with this safe, unconditional resource that is underneath this oasis of who we are all the time, connected to us all the time. Sometimes we forget, but it's always there. Gravity holds us gently right here to the earth. And allow yourself to breathe in from the earth, from this connection to the earth. Whatever would nourish and soothe and fill you optimally in this moment, for this given situation that you're holding as we breathe, letting it fill your feet all the way to the bones and all the way out to your skin with your first breath. So you begin to feel your ground under you again. I often feel like I'm knocked off my center when I get into an argument. Yeah. And with the next breath, easy deep breath in through your nose if possible. Let this flow continue into your ankles, your calves, your knees, your shins. Just asking your body parts what would nourish you most, and then breathing it in. Right on into your thighs, from your femurs all the way out to your skin. Good, good. Allowing your pelvis, your whole pelvic bowl, the bony pelvis, and all of the organs within the pelvic bowl to be nourished next with safe, nourishing flow from the earth. Good, good, good. Yeah. And then allowing your spine all the way up your vertebral column, allowing your entire spine up to your head to fill and be filled with nourishing, nurturing sensations, whatever that is for you right now. Good, good. Allowing all the rest of your organs in your torso, your ribs, your scapulae, your heart and your lungs, everything, filling, being nourished, drenched by this flow of nourishing, nurturing sensation. Whatever that is for you right now in this moment, letting your body inform you about what would nourish it most. Oftentimes, if I'm feeling frustrated or angry, my nourishing sensation feels cooling and soothing. So ask yourself, what sensation would hold and nourish me and allow me to come back to my center in this moment? What would be the sensation qualities of that nourishing, nurturing, soothing energy? Yeah. And then allowing this to move down your shoulders and out your arms and into your hands and fingers. Yeah. And you may want to let your hands come rest on your heart. Our hearts are often troubled when we get to something that's frustrating or feels hurtful. Holding your heart. Yeah. And moving, letting this flow move on up into your neck, your throat, your face, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, allowing all of your face, all your sensory organs to receive nourishing, nurturing sensations, whatever that is for you right now in this moment. Yeah. Good. 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 And as your face softens and opens with this nourishing sensation wave, allow your brain, for those of you in healthcare, that reticular alarm system, that fight, flight, freeze of the central nervous system, let that be bathed, nourished, held, fed, letting it know there is no true alarm right now. And guess what, brain? I can think more clearly when you're not firing so repetitively and loudly. Yeah. So letting this nourishing flow bathe and hold and cradle your central part of your brain on into your prefrontal cortex, brain stem, all the way through the areas of your brain that help us think clearly, cleanly, bring us back to the center of who we are. Yeah. Good. Good. And those two poor little amygdalae, the hippocampus, are calming down. Oh, you mean there's not an alarm? No. You can rest. You can rest. Good. The brainstem softening, allowing a flow of life force to come through it, nourishing it in a way that cannot happen when that alarm bell has been hit. Letting your whole brain begin to integrate. Integrate. Yeah. All the parts beginning to soak up what they need, softening, filling, speaking to all the other parts. Good. Good. Yeah. And as your brain fills, remember we live in a connection with the earth and the heavens, with the sea of energy around us. So just as this nourishing flow is coming in from your feet, your legs, your torso, hands and arms, soaking up into your brain. When things start to feel really full, allow it to move right on out your crown, showering down around you, bathing your skin and the energy field that runs through it and around it. Good. 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 And notice now how that circumstance that you were just bringing to mind, how it feels in your system now. Is the charge lessening, or has it disappeared altogether? Are you actually seeing whoever you were in relationship with that was causing you a problem in a different way? Are they perhaps someone who's scared, in a lot of fear, hurt, perhaps an old hurt, but not the enemy? However you're seeing them, allow yourself to receive it. Yeah. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. Yeah. Thank your heart, your bones, your gut, your pelvis, your legs and feet, and that wonderful integrated brain, all your wisdom areas, for helping you come home and begin to shift something that was life-taking for you. It was sucking chi, guys. It was not helping you to get about your world in a creative, fruitful way. It was taking energy. And perhaps you're beginning to shift that now because you're seeing it differently. You're feeling it differently inside. So welcome back to the oasis of who you are, and enjoy.